One thing that has been front and center for me consciously lately is that this expansion, this stepping into the unknown that we're going through is nothing like we've ever experienced or ever felt before. You can't figure out what the next phase is going to look like or feel like until you get there. And that's just a very new, very interesting perspective for me. I am realizing that the more I expand into higher states of being, higher levels of consciousness, the less the old rules of Earth and the Earth systems resonate. They resonate less. They make far less sense than they did when I was operating from a lower vibrational perspective. We are encompassing more of our divine light, and we are freeing ourselves from the binds and ties that anchored us into these lower dimensional, lower frequency timelines. And the interesting thing is that we really can't gain a sense of where we're headed consciously until we get there. Okay, so it's the unveiling of these new higher states of being that makes this journey truly exciting. And the thing is, you need to be able to free yourself from those chains that anchored you to the lower frequency timelines in order to be able to fully embrace and appreciate what is coming forward. All of these new Earth frequencies. The way you see Earth, the way you see reality is going to change as you continue on your path. As long as you're doing the work, you're getting inside, you're getting into your heart space, you're getting into your lower chakras, you're freeing up that stuck energy, you're cutting the ties that anchored you to lower frequency timelines, the timelines that were there to serve you at one point, but sure enough kept you in a frequency of separation, survival mode, lack, not feeling confident, not feeling worthy. All of those old timelines are dissolving right before your eyes. Now your ego is going to want to keep you anchored to them because, let's face it, that's the known. But the energy that I've been experiencing lately, and if you've been experiencing this as well, drop it in the comments, is one of stepping outside of those old realities. It's very, very interesting. It's very, very new. It's very, very unknown. And that is because these higher frequency energies are activating in our body, and it's changing our energy fields. It's changing the toric field that produces the reality that we experience. And it's happening in real time, and it feels very strange. I've talked about that strangeness in recent videos, but this is going to continue to elevate, and it's important that you no longer really strive to seek the safety of the old, that you're present, you're trusting, and you allow for new states of being, new heightened levels of consciousness to come forward. You're going to start to tune in to or remember multidimensional realities, multidimensional timelines. They're going to start to come through you and manifest as new heightened experiences. Okay, if you're trying to fit yourself back into the old limited box of these old timelines, you're not going to be able to experience all of the new that is here and available. Your guides are holding space for you to be able to step out of that old restrictedness and into new expansiveness. And you need to be able to let go of that old to be able to allow yourself to explore the new. And I use that word explore very deliberately because, again, this is going to feel very, very new. Although aspects of you are already living in these higher dimensions from the human perspective. And remember, this ascension path, we're navigating along this with our human body from the human perspective. It's going to feel new. The remembrance is going to feel new initially. And you're going to eventually get to a point where it's going to be like it never left, like it was always there. That's one thing my Pleiadian guide always tells me. She reminds me of that. She goes, you're going to at first it's going to seem like things are new, but it eventually you're going to get to a point where it's like you never lost it or you never forgot it. But initially, that stepping back into that expansive energy is going to feel very new. That's why we call it New Earth. Is New Earth truly new? New Earth has always been there, just on a higher frequency. We're stepping up into it, so it's new, from this lifetime, from this incarnation. It's going to feel new, but rest assured you're there now. You're experiencing it. You are just opening up to and remembering those higher dimensional aspects of you. Same with your guides. They may be starting to come through, maybe not so much separately. Maybe it's an internal thing, right? Or maybe it started out separately and now it's more of a knowing. However, that experience is unfolding for you, and it's going to unfold differently for everybody. Sure enough, you're there now, but you're just stepping up into and remembering that so it feels new. You have all of these gifts. You always have. You're just unlocking them as you navigate this journey. There were powers that be, they're still there to some extent, that wanted to keep you anchored to a fear-based reality. And those strings, those anchors are dissolving. They're not dissolving because they've given up and gone away. They're dissolving because you have been integrating more of your higher self and you've realized that those are no longer relevant. They no longer serve you. You are becoming empowered. You're realizing that the safety is being anchored in here in your body and not needing to seek it externally. When you don't need to seek safety externally or comfort externally, the old energy, that control matrix, no longer has power over you. That's becoming empowered, right? That's getting energy moving in your lower chakras so that they could get up into the heart space and you could start to experience these new earth frequencies and the multidimensional you. So this journey is an amazing one. We perceive it as new and unknown and maybe even uncomfortable. And that's something that if you've been feeling uncomfortable, that's because you are outside of that old comfortable reality, right? You're in the new energy. Continue to lean into that energy. Allow it. Accept it. Don't try to fight to stay with the known. You will keep yourself limited and keep yourself small. This is an expansive time. Allow it to come through. Release the old tendencies to draw yourself back in, right? Feel the ego and the emotion, the anxiety, the stress as it pops up to be seen. It just wants to be loved. Bring those new earth energy frequencies forward and allow these old limited aspects of you to be exposed to that energy. They will quickly fall back in line. They will rejoin the whole. You will feel more whole, less fragmented, less anxious, less stressed. You'll feel more safe. You'll feel more in control. You'll feel more empowered, more confident, more worthy, more grateful, more loving, more compassionate. And that is that new you, that new earth frequency, these frequencies, higher dimensional frequencies, landing and starting to manifest in your experience. This is a truly powerful time. I have been waiting for this for so long. It's really ramped up since the solstice. We are truly experiencing a huge shift, energetic shift in reality, and it's going to make you feel a little weird. And that's okay. That's part of the process. Lean into the strangeness. Embrace the strangeness. Don't forget, though, to remain anchored in your body. Remain anchored and conscious internally. Feel your energy flowing. You are an energetic being. Get that energy moving through your central channel. That will continue to facilitate the landing and embodiment of these amazing higher dimensional frequencies. Your DNA is activating. You're receiving downloads. All of these things are happening. And it's important to remain anchored and centered in the body and allow, when the ego pops up, allow it to be seen, allow it to be felt, and allow yourself to hold a loving, compassionate space for it so you could regather all of these soul fragments that have been kind of spewed out or littered along a lower three-dimensional timeline. We call that traumas, right? I've used this analogy in A New You. When we're born and we go through traumatic experience, it's like we take a part of our energy, we rip it off and rip it away, and we stick it to a point in time on a timeline. So this is the time now when you're regathering all of that up. They come up as you're triggered, You feel that emotional energy, the anxiety and the fear, the not feeling safe. They're just wanting to come back in. You're picking them up off the timeline, bringing them back in, and dissolving those old timelines. You are now more in a state of allowing, more in a state of presence, more fluid as you navigate these energies, and just trusting that your higher self has got you covered. This is a truly powerful time. This is a gift. Like I said, I've been waiting for this to manifest for so long. Things are feeling really etheric, real energetic, right? You may be noticing you're opening more up to your energetic sensitivities. You're more sensitive to energy. You're starting to perceive energy, starting to perceive auras. Maybe you're starting to connect with your guides, your higher self, your ET guides are coming forward. All of this amazing stuff is here and available because we've expanded into it. So don't go the other way and try to stay safe in the old. Embrace the new, embrace the expansiveness, and you're going to take some amazing, huge leaps in the coming months. If you're ready to learn how to channel your guides, I've got some great news for you. I just launched my new course that was straight out of a new you. It's at a reduced price, but only for the next few days. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to drop a link in the description, and I'm offering it at that reduced price to my followers and my subscribers. So definitely take advantage of that. Don't wait. The price is going up because I'm going to offer it to the public very, very soon. So I hope to see you there.